Welcome back to my channel. Recently on here, I started talking about a journey I went on to purchase my first bag from Alaïa, and I ended up getting a couple of questions about designer bags and which ones I've purchased that I feel like have been worth it. In all honesty, I'm someone that is very intentional with big purchases. At least I try to be very intentional with big purchases. So if you're interested in seeing the bags that I've chosen to add to my collection so far, then just keep watching this video. Starting off strong with Chanel. This bag was my first designer bag that I ever owned, but it is not the first bag that I ever purchased for myself. This bag was actually gifted to me by my parents for my college graduation. I bought this when we were in Florence in 2019. I will never forget this moment. My mom loves to shop, but my dad, when it comes to shopping, is a little bit more of a sit on the sidelines kind of guy. He was tired of having 3 girls shopping around all day. One day, out of nowhere, it started torrentially downpouring, and the only logical place to take shelter during that time is Chanel. So we were stuck in there for a minute. The bag that I ended up getting is a classic Chanel wallet on a chain. I love this bag. I love the color on the inside and the chain. I didn't wear this bag for a while because I was going through a major gold girl phase. Now I mix metals all the time and I love it. She's so good. It's really convenient and it really just goes with everything. Next up is the bag that got me obsessed with the designer Jacquemus. This is also the first designer bag I ever bought for myself, and I absolutely love this bag. I bought it while I was in Paris with some friends. The goal of this trip was for all of us to just buy a designer bag. You know, we'd been working for a couple of years and finally had some disposable income to work with, and we all actually ended up buying something, which is great. The bag that I went with from Jacquemus is the long bambino bag. I use this bag religiously. I don't even want to show you the inside because it's probably crazy in here. For a good 2-3 years, this bag was just my absolute go-to for going out. Disclaimer, the one thing about this bag that you may not love is that it doesn't hold that much. I can keep credit cards, a lip gloss, and my phone in here and my keys. I think the best part about this bag is the way it sits on the shoulder. It just sits really nicely and it never falls off. I never have that issue with this bag. On that trip, I ended up going a little crazy. I actually bought 2 bags. The second one was from Valentino. I just knew I needed this bag. The context on this one is I'm a little sister and I like to copy everything my big sister does. No, but seriously, when I got my Chanel bag in Florence, my sister also bought a Valentino bag at that time, and I fell in love. I knew I really wanted one for myself one day, and I figured, you know, if I'm already in Paris, you get a much better deal buying it there. So I thought, girl math, I am saving money, let's do it. So the bag I ended up getting is the Valentino Garavani small Napa rockstud bag. This is probably my most used designer bag. You can wear it like a handbag. You can wear it like a shoulder bag. You can also extend the chain all the way and wear it as a crossbody bag. Love her. Funny enough, with this bag, my sister not only influenced me to buy it, but also our mom. Our mom actually bought 2 of them. She bought one larger size in red and a small size in gold. Shout out to my sister on that. She's got great taste. The next bag I got was on a girls' trip to London for one of my friend's birthdays. This is my friend who also loves fashion, accessories, shopping. So of course, it was on the agenda to buy a designer bag while we were there. And for some reason at this time, I was really feeling drawn to the idea of having a very specific blue bag. That was what I was on the hunt for everywhere we looked. I did end up buying one from Celine and then having instant regret. I love Celine, but there was something about the bag that I thought about after I slept and I was like, oh, it's not it, it's not the one. The very next day, I actually went back to Celine to return the bag, and as I was leaving, I found the perfect bag, exactly what I was looking for, from no other than Jacquemus. So this is bag number 2 from the brand. The bag I ended up choosing was the bambino bag, so not the long version, but the crossbody version in this perfect blue color. Like, are you kidding me? She is so stunning. However, she's probably my least used bag, only because I am terrified to ruin the color. It's suede and I have not yet treated this way. So this is exactly the color I was looking for. I like that you can wear it as a bit of a handbag, or you can obviously wear it crossbody. Now, haven't worn her too much, but love styling her, and honestly doing this video has inspired me to style it more and use it more, so we'll see. Maybe you'll be seeing a lot more of her in upcoming content. This next one was probably my most impulsive designer bag buy, but not totally, because I always have an idea of what it is I'm looking for and what it is I'm wanting to add to my wardrobe, and she's come really in handy. It is another Valentino bag. If I love a designer, I love a designer. This bag I actually got when I was in St. Bart's with some friends, and it was not on the list at all to buy a bag on this trip, but we were in the area that had all the shops and we were browsing and shopping around. It was our last day, and I have always loved the color orange. I had an entirely too orange bedroom growing up, and while I did grow out of that phase, I have always loved the color, and I've always loved like deep oranges, corals, and I just really felt like that was something I could add to my wardrobe. I don't know, I guess with the last bag being blue and this one being orange, I had secured a couple of neutral designer bags, and I felt like it was time to branch out a little bit. The bag I ended up getting is the Valentino Loco bag in this gorgeous corally orange shade. I love this bag. She also comes with an extra like chain strap, so you can wear it crossbody, you can wear it on the shoulder, or you can wear it like a little handbag, which I love that about all my Valentino bags. I can wear them with so many different outfits and in so many different ways. This bag ends up coming really in handy with my Indian outfits. So when I'm wearing saris and langas and things like that, I think it's because that is the time where I am the most colorful in my wardrobe, but she has definitely been worth the purchase. And I would say I fit a good amount of stuff in here. It does open up all the way, and you do end up having a lot of flexibility and a lot of space. So love her, no regrets. Sometimes your most impulse buy is your best buy. I'm feeling so grateful that even as I make this video, that I'm even making a video like this. I remember growing up, I mean, I was obsessed with fashion, I was obsessed with design, and I've always related and felt connected to a couple of designers, and the fact that I have been able to invest in the brands myself and own pieces from the brands myself is so exciting. And a big part of my career has been working in fashion technology, and what I've loved about that is actually discovering interesting new independent designers. So while I love the Valentinos and the Jacquemuses and the Alaïas of the world, I also love finding a good, unique brand that I've never heard of. And so that brings me to my next purchase, which is a bag I bought from this brand, Césaire. I bought this when I went to Paris for like 3 days in November of 2023, I think. And I was in the zone of like, okay, I have all these designer bags. I want something new. I want something different. I was kind of really getting over all the trends. And we were in the Galeries Lafayette area, and there's a lot of stores over there, obviously in the mall and on the streets, but if you go down the little side streets in Paris, you will find so many gems, and that's actually where I came across Césaire. It was on this little dark street, and it was mostly secondhand vintage stores on that street. And then I walked into this shop, and it was just this older gentleman in there running the whole store, and the pieces looked so unique. And so I walked in, and I honestly ended up having the best experience there. He was so kind and was explaining the brand is actually his wife's, and she studied under designers like Chloe, and she started her own bag brand, and it's all leather goods, really high quality. They also told me that they use the same leather manufacturers as Hermes, so that was really interesting to hear. It was really cool, and I loved learning about it. So I did end up buying a piece from them, and I will show it to you. Okay, so this is the bag. She's so cute. I love her. The actual color of the bag is so unique. This like charcoal gray leather. And I'm pretty sure he mentioned that they only produce like a handful of this style in this color. And basically how it works is, you know, you've got the bag like here, so you can wear it as a shoulder bag. You can also have this hanging and put your fingers through and have it be like a clutch. And then also what's cool about this bag is you can totally manipulate it into being a completely different shape. So I'm gonna try to do this. Take this strap out, and the straps are woven through the back here. So you can actually adjust this. Just take the back and you pull the straps through, and then you pull them out the front here until they're even. And then the bag has a whole different shape, and you can wear it on the shoulder. I just like a bag that's versatile that I can wear in many different ways, and I just loved the storytelling that I had behind the bag. So finally, that brings me to our last piece, which is the bag I've already spoken about, which is the Alaïa bag. But for those who haven't watched my video about the story behind this, I will keep it brief and you can go ahead and watch that video if you're curious about the more in-depth story and connection I have. But this is the most recent bag I bought in December while I was in Dubai, and this one is just chef's kiss. It is the Le Click bag from Alaïa. Love her, she's perfect, like don't even need to go into details about it. Coolest part is the way she opens. You just press on the sides and she clicks open. Lots of space in there. I have been able to fit my phone, my camera, credit cards, lip gloss, everything in this while I wear it. That's actually what made me go for the larger size instead of the smaller size. So FYI, it does come in a smaller size, but if you are looking to fit more things in your bag, which I would recommend going with the medium size. And that's everything. You know, looking back on the collection, I guess there really isn't any bag I regret buying. I think this was actually a really good reminder to myself that when maybe don't wear the pieces as much or I feel like they're just sitting there, I am intentional when I buy, and I do have reasons as to why I buy these things. And this video has actually inspired me to style them a lot more. Maybe I will do a bit of a series on styling my least worn designer bags to see if I can get more use out of them. So if you'd be interested in seeing that, definitely let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment if you have any questions at all. And yeah, thanks for watching.